My beloved kid, I speak to you today in the gentlest voice of unending love, the voice that created you with purpose and looks out for you constantly. I understand how deeply you want for peace and resolution, and I see the burdens you bear, both the ones you talk about and the ones you keep to yourself. Want you to know that I am here nearer than your breath, and that nothing you go through is beyond my comprehension. Even when you feel like you can't see me, I am right by your side. Even when tears cloud your vision, my gentle hand will wipe them away. Even when doubt weighs heavily on your spirit, I will whisper hope into your soul, reminding you of the promises I have spoken into your life. My love for you is unconditional, steadfast, and unshakable, even in the most intense storms. I invite you to settle your heart and have faith that you are held in my unwavering devotion. I want you to know that even though it may seem like your prayers are not heard, or that you are afraid I have not heard you, I am really working in ways that are beyond your comprehension. Every worry you put in my care is valuable to me. When the answers do not fit your anticipated timeline, don't assume I've turned down your request. My perspective sees the end from the beginning. I skillfully weave together events and moments in perfect time, orchestrating solutions that bless not only you, but also those around you. Wait patiently and with faith, for throughout that time, I'm strengthening your spirit and molding your heart. I want you to think back on the times I have already supported you. Call them to mind and allow them to fuel your hope. Pain and heartbreak have come into your life, but you have persevered. You have stumbled and fallen, but you have not stayed on the ground. My hand has reached for you each time, helping you stand again. Sometimes you worry that your past mistakes disqualify you from my favor because you think your mistakes have damaged your future. Release yourself from the weight of that lie. I do not change the same power that sustained you then and will continue to sustain you even if doubt tries to consume your mind. Cling to the memory of my faithfulness. I will never abandon you. You are mine. I am fully committed to bringing you through the valleys to the mountains of renewed strength. If you have come to me in sincere repentance, I have already cleansed you of your sins and given you a fresh start. Your regrets may try to haunt you, but if you focus on my forgiveness, they cannot hold you back any longer. I see not the labels the world places on you or the shame you attempt to bear, but rather the potential in your heart and the brightness of your spirit. I remind you today that you are not defined by your failures, but by my love at work within you. You are not defined by what others say, so let my voice resonate the loudest because I am the one who calls you beloved. I am the one who looks upon you and says, I have chosen you, I have redeemed you, and I have a plan for you. Where there has been bitterness in your relationships, I want to pour healing where there has been anger. Where there has been mistrust, I want to replace it with compassion and understanding. When you kneel before me, even if you are silent and simply place your heart in my presence, you are calling forth miraculous change in the realm you see and in the realm you do not see. Your pleas on behalf of your family and friends matter deeply, and I hear every request and cry. My spirit moves in response to your intercessions, guiding your loved ones through dangers you might not even be aware of. I strive to create bonds that cannot be broken. This healing often starts in your own heart, as you realize how cherished you are. Even when certain things go more slowly, never lose hope that I, who am infinitely powerful and loving, will support you at every turn. It is never too late to dream again under my guidance because I am limitless and I instill creativity, passion, and purpose in my children. Even in moments when you feel too tired to dream, rest in my arms and I will rekindle the spark of possibility within you. Lay down your fears and your disillusionment, and let me remind you that I am capable of much more than you can imagine. I have not forgotten the dreams you had as a child, nor the later desires that you nurtured in your heart. If some have seemed to wither or die, Know that I am in the business of bringing life from what appears to be lifeless. There is no shame in admitting your limitations, because by letting go of the myth that you must handle everything on your own, you create a path for me to manifest my power. I see the times you try to bear your burdens alone, believing your strength is sufficient, but you do not have to do anything alone. I am your constant support system, and I long to share your load with you. When confusion gnaws at your mind, come before me, and I will fill you with clarity when anxiety tries to rob you of sleep. The secret to unlocking my supernatural strength in your life is surrender. Keep in mind that the blessings I bestow upon you are not for you alone. Rather, they are for you to be a blessing to those around you. Sometimes you may ask yourself why you must go through hardships and why your path seems so difficult. But in part, the lessons you learn and the compassion you grow become an invaluable gift for those who are struggling. You have a story that can brighten someone else's darkest moments. When you comfort someone, you are an instrument of my grace. When you feed someone who is hungry, you model my care. When you reach out to the lonely, you show my closeness to the brokenhearted. And when you face adversity, know that I allow no test to enter your life without a way for you to overcome it. I want you to speak words of life and encouragement, and to give a warm embrace to those who feel abandoned. Some difficulties are meant to hone you and demonstrate the depth of your bravery and fortitude when you are anchored in my love. Even during violent storms, keep your heart composed, because I am the one who can quiet the winds and provide serenity to your worst problems. No night is so black that my light cannot penetrate it, and no wave is too big for me to calm. I want you to replace your fear with confidence, knowing that I go before you and provide a safe route. I want you to walk in righteousness and holiness, but when you fail, I do not take away my love. Instead, I give you the grace that uplifts you and allows you to start over. Sometimes you feel unworthy of my care, as if you must earn my attention by perfect behavior. That idea only makes you feel heavier. If you have grown weary, take a moment to breathe in my peace and feel the gentle presence that has been there all along, supporting and guiding you. Allow your heart to be still in the middle of chaos, because I am your resting place. Draw near to me every day, not out of duty or fear, but out of a sincere desire to be in my presence. Give me your anxieties. I am able to handle them all when you pass through times of sorrow. Let me be your comforter when you climb steep hills of impossibility. Let me be your strength. My arms are outstretched, waiting for you to lean on me so you can find restoration and vitality. No matter how many times you have wandered, I have faithfully sought you. My arms remain open to embrace you. My dear child, do not let the voices of accusation convince you that you are too flawed for me. I have chosen you, and I have washed away every stain that could separate us, whatever was used by others to define you or shame you. I have turned it into a testimony of redemption. Stand in that redemption with courage, for I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have poured into you the spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. Even in your weakest hours, I am the one who makes you strong. Even when your thoughts spoil, my word anchors you. In truth, let me whisper that truth to your heart when doubts arise. Let my voice be your compass, directing you when life's paths are unclear. You may look at the world around you and feel overwhelmed. Tensions, conflicts, and uncertainty can make you question the future. But beloved child, remember that I hold the world in my hand. I see every unfolding event, every shift in governments, every silent tear. I will never lose control. My sovereignty extends over all creation, and my heart continues to beat for every soul in need. Though it appears that darkness is spreading, do not underestimate the power of the light I have placed in my people. Keep your heart rooted in my unwavering resolve, and let your lips declare my peace. There are moments when you wonder whether you can change anything. You don't need a public platform for me to use you in the quiet. Your genuine acts of service and compassion create ripples that reach farther than you realize, even if you never see the full impact. Trust that I am using your faithfulness for a grander design. You are a vessel of my grace. Do not hide your gifts. Do not bury your talents. Step forward with the confident assurance that you are needed and significant in my plan. Whether one life can matter in a sea of voices doesn't matter to me. Bitterness is a quiet thief that robs you of happiness and freedom. Therefore, I'm inviting you to let go of any grudges or unforgiveness that may have taken root in your heart. By letting go of the burden of offense, you allow fresh gifts to enter your heart and release yourself from the bonds of rage. Forgiveness is not the same as condoning wrongdoing. Avoid keeping yourself imprisoned in the prison of resentment. As you provide grace and walk in the freedom of mercy, you embody my heart and feel a profound relief from the loads you have carried for too long, my love. I also recognize how life's fatigue can make you question your ability to continue. I remind you that it's not your own strength alone that keeps you going, but rather my boundless power. If you must come to me in tears and with trembling words, express your fears, and I swear that I will respond by calming you with my tender presence. The times when you feel like you can't go on are exactly the times I want to demonstrate to you that I am sufficient. Rest in my sufficiency and allow my grace to enable you to get back up. I restore broken hearts, rekindle lost dreams, and bring life to desolate areas, even if you're feeling broken. Look back, child, and count the times you felt like you were at your breaking point. But I got you through. Think about the lessons you learned and the resilience you developed. It was never in vain. Every hardship and hurt made you a more sympathetic, understanding person who can sympathize with others in pain. I give suffering meaning. I don't take pleasure in seeing you suffer, but I turn hardships into opportunities for spiritual development. I know that sometimes you feel embarrassed to approach me, especially when you are weak or have failed again. But I can assure you that my love is not a reward for good behavior. Rather, it is a promise that you will never waver, and that you will never hide in shame while trying to fix yourself on your own before coming to me. You have grown stronger than you realize, and with every victory, your faith is strengthened, your love is made richer, and your spirit is drawn closer to mine. Come as you are. I already know your heart's condition better than you do, and even though you are far from perfect, I do not reject you. I want you close to me so that I can mend what is broken and make amends for what is incorrect. My spirit is gentle, leading you day by day toward wholeness. Have faith in my patience. I will never weary of working in your life. If you have been carrying burdens for errors you cannot reverse or remorse over circumstances you cannot alter, I say let them go. I am the one who can bring beauty back and restore years that have been lost. All you have to do is let go of control and let my grace flow freely from the ashes of your regrets. The process of transformation may not occur all at once, but it starts the moment you give up. With every step you take toward freedom and away from condemnation, the accusations that try to hold on to your thoughts are defeated by the light of my truth. Never underestimate the power of my word. When you feel hopeless, immerse yourself in my promises. Read them, speak them, and allow them to live in your heart. My word is more than just historical writing or poetry. It is alive and able to illuminate every part of your soul, driving away. You learn how to handle relationships from shadows of doubt, how to manage resources, how to deal with resistance. When you combine your faith with my word, you may access supernatural advice and direction. Don't let it dust up. Instead, use it as a daily invitation to speak with me. Allow my words of life to change your perspective, release you from fear, and serve as a reminder of my unwavering covenant with you. I also urge you to cherish times of relaxation and introspection. Too much activity detracts from my peace of mind. Little voice. When you take a break from your busy schedule, You may hear the soft whispers of my spirit. Pay attention when I ask you to calm down, refuse excessive requests, or remove yourself from never-ending distractions. Protect your spiritual health and don't ignore the rejuvenation your soul needs. I want you to thrive, not just get by. Let quiet times become sacred times when your spirit absorbs my serenity and your heart aligns with mine. In that silence, you will find clarity about decisions that were previously unclear to you. You will find creative solutions you had never thought of, and you will experience the depth of my love that is beyond words.